Alright, so, hello everybody. Welcome to Wildcard Saturday. I'm going to experiment with something today that I have not done before. Something I've been actually wanting to do an experiment on, but, you know, just haven't. Mostly because of time. But, yeah. Okay, so, what are we doing today? We're going to be crafting. Now, you may be wondering, Action, why did you just play a cozy game that, like, has, crafted and stuff? Because I don't want to. Besides, this is comforting. This is cozy. And besides, I get to do my one favorite thing, which is get new, mounts that I wanted. Let me show you why I was so interested in this, crafted patch. Look at this thing! You can't tell me that this was not worth it. Oh, actually, you're just in time because I forgot to mention the reason why I'm doing all this crafting. Okay, so one thing I've been wanting to do for a long time because I do want to stream more, but when I get home from my day job, I'm just dead, you know? I'm just destroyed. I got zero energy to do stuff. Plus, I usually have to cook dinner most of the time anyway, so yeah, it doubly sucks, but I thought, you know, there is something I can do, which is, I could do a craft and just chat and stream for like maybe an hour or so. I wanted to experiment to see if it would work first, you know? So yeah, that's where we be. Now let's see what this emote is. Rage. Okay, this ought to be good. Let's see. Let me zoom in so that way we get actually a good look at it. That doesn't look like Rage, that just looks like... It looks like he's freezing and he got kicked in the nuts and he's trying not to keel over. Reminds me of some South American countries that have people who are using WoW or League of Legends Gold to trade and get money because their own currency was unreliable. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. It doesn't surprise me, but it is pretty funny. There is one emote, though, that I recently got, but have not been able to have a good opportunity to use. But I figure now is a good time to test it out. Ah, here it is. Advent of Light. Ready for this? Yeah. I like that emote. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Just gathering and crafting. Which is nice, because I kind of need one of these days as a stream. Just because, like I said before, I've been running myself ragged. And yet, at the same time, I do want to stream more. And I do. There's a lots of stuff that I want to do. Now, that being said, is today going to also include editing? No, it's not. For many decades, humans invented better technology to craft sand and rocks into processes, so we can run games on them, in which we can mine, and now we're trying to do it effectively with macros. We've gone full circle. Yeah, we certainly have. We certainly have. Yeah, we've gone full circle because the true end game of FF14 is housing. Yeah, trying to get a house and then trying to get all of the housing materials and, furnishings. I tell you, the amount of money people will pay for a bed. Like, if I remember right, there's a Moogle bed, right? It needs 6 stacks of quote-unquote colored pillows. To make those, you need specific yarn and specific cotton, both of which take forever to farm. So yeah, people are willing to pay out the ass for a bed. This is the kind of game people play as an escape from real life. Sounds like real life to me. Well, see, here's the thing, right? Fast Food Simulator exists, and people enjoy playing that as a collab because, you know, chaos. Something that always baffles me to think that a game can have a serious economy worth a significant amount of IRL currency. Ah, yes. What is it? EVE Online would like a word. But yeah, hell, I'm an old school TF2 player. Let me tell you about ass. Also, imagine there's a meteor shower outside, and this is how it looks. Everything's just tinted red. I mean, we did have that solar eclipse last year, which, oh, I gotta tell you, that was funny. I don't know if y'all remember that the solar eclipse that happened last year. In my area, right, it was going to be the most visible, like, throughout the world, right? All the hotels, all the, you know, places where you could rent the room here, it was booked. This place was packed. And you know what happened? It was cloudy that day, so barely anybody could see the sun. Oh, there were so many pissed off people, but you couldn't help it. Imagine months of planning all destroyed because of clouds. I know, right? Oh my goodness. It was really cool because it was like, it was during the day and it turned to night for like a couple of minutes. It was cool. But again, it just kind of sucks that, like, it was cloudy, so barely anybody could see the sun. Oops! Good times. Honestly, reading music is a cool skill to have regardless of the game. It is a good skill to have. It is a good skill to have because then you can see just how often in movies people actually screw up, you know, oh, hey, that's not that piece of music at all. That's a completely different piece of music. Both a good skill and kind of a curse at times, like with editing, right? When I watch movies, I cannot turn off my editing eyes because I can see how people made certain cuts. Oh, yeah, when there's an action scene with a lot of cuts, oh, you notice it so much and it hurts so bad. You can hear certain sound effects. You can see certain editing screw-ups. It's both a nice little skill and a curse to have. I have driven about 107 miles today so far. Dang! Yeah, it reminds me of when I used to work at Instacart. I'd have to drive all over the damn place. And let me tell you, the worst jobs to try and pick up, or not even try and pick, but just to, like, you know, see that pops up on the itinerary where it's like, hey, well, you want to take this job? And it's a job that requires you to pick up like $130 worth of items, drive it 30 miles away for a $2 tip. Yeah, screw that. Meanwhile, there's jobs where it's like, this guy just wants 4 bags of Cheetos from 7-Eleven that's like 2 blocks away, and he leaves a $20 tip. Yeah, those jobs are the best. Slowpoke Rodriguez. Wait, senor, I forgot to tell you something. Blam! Slowpoke Rodriguez, he packed a gun. Now he tells me. I miss the old Looney Tunes cartoons. Speaking of, I don't know if you guys heard about this. Freaking, Warner Brothers, right? They're selling them off. Yeah. Warner Brothers has mismanaged, like, the whole company so bad that they now have to sell out the Looney Tunes. Like, how do you fumble that so bad and so hard? I swear they're pulling a Ubisoft. Like, nobody is that stupid. But yeah, you see how these giant mechs are just kind of like running over these things? Yeah, that's why I wanted to get the pilot's approval thing. It's a random chance if you get selected or not. But yeah, those things are fun to use. Oh yeah, and that was something else I wanted to talk about. So, yesterday, I don't know if anybody had noticed, but my model had a little update to it. I didn't tell anybody about it because I wanted to see if people noticed. Nobody noticed. So, I are the sad. It's okay, though. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. The utter disappointment I felt when they announced the new Beastmaster class, which is basically Hunter from WoW, but it's a limited job. Which means it's going to be basically Blue Mage, just, you know, as a Hunter. And that's really disappointing. Because I thought we were going to get a new ranged DPS class to add to the roster. Yeah, believe it or not, people can actually do this for hours and hours and hours on end. Actually, let me tell you a little story. So, when I used to work for Geico, right? It was a remote position. It was not bad. I mean, save for the sales quota, it was not a bad job. And that was one of the big components as to why, you know, I quit. Because it's like, you know, oh, hey, poor grandma can't pay her, you know, insurance and she's going to lose her car insurance. But you still had to try and sell her freaking, you know, house insurance or rental insurance. So, yeah. Real scummy. And I couldn't do it. Didn't want to do it. So, yeah. However, because of the fact that it was a remote position, I had a little work laptop on my desk, and at the same time, I was playing this, upgrading my crafting levels. So, yeah, that's how some people are able to do it for hours on end, because they're literally working from home, and they're literally just doing this at the same time. Multitasking at its finest. Beef brisket and pastrami, melted provolone, deli mustard. Dude, oh, that sounds so good. I mean, minus the mayo, but yeah. Yeah, minus the mayo, that sounds really good. But yeah, I'm not going to be getting a Switch 2, not for a while. Because I started thinking about it, right? I likes the GameCube, but do I like it that much that I'm going to be paying a $450 price tag for what is essentially an expensive emulator? No. Because here's the thing, right? I have Dolphin already. I can already do what the Switch 2 does. So it's like, why am I going to pay money for an expensive emulator. Why? Now, you tell me that they're going to put the DS, 3DS games on there, I might reconsider. But for the moment, no, there's nothing on there that I want. I would rather spend the money supporting indie games. Which, speaking of, Kingmakers, I can't wait for that game to come out. The person in the chat right now that's shouting at the crowd, man, someone should make a live-action movie out of Gundam Wing. The closest they did to that was on Netflix. They had a 3D movie, just completely CGI, and it was from this perspective of, I think it was Zaku pilots, while a Gundam Wing was just tearing ass through everything. It was actually pretty good. Oh yeah, speaking of hands and 3D models, there are 3 different programs I have for my 3D models. Warudo, Nyan, and VC Face. VC Face has worked the best for me. Regardless of the fact that Warudo and Nyan both have better quote-unquote features, getting those animals to work is just pain. So, Warudo, it has hand tracking, right? However, for some stupid reason, it can't track your eyebrows. Unless if it's rigged to work with AR kits. I just am infinitely frustrated. Meanwhile, VNyan and VC Face, easily able to track, your eyebrows. However, VC Face, no hand tracking. VNyan, the hand tracking on that is borked. Unless if you have, like, a VR kit. Or, what do they call it? A leapfrog? But yeah, seriously, the fact that one program can, do really good hand tracking, but can't do eyebrows, and then the other programs are like, yeah, we can do eyebrow tracking, but we can't track hands. I don't get it. It makes no sense. I don't know how people play this on a controller. I really don't. Like, I do have friends that play this game with a controller. I don't know how they do it. I need a keyboard and mouse. I already have the mount, but I could use money. Come on, give me the mount, damn it. Hey, look at that. Holy shit. I don't have this emote yet. I didn't realize this was one that you could get on here. Well, alright then. I've got 3 separate things I could get from this. Let's hope that the game doesn't decide to screw me over. Man-eater emote, come on. Oh. Well, okay then. So that's what a stellar opportunity is. I already have this. I don't want that. I want this, and I want this. So, I've got pretty good odds to get something. Come on, nothing shit. No Emmys. Son of a bitch!